Hi everyone. I know it's been a long time and I'm sounding like a broken record because I keep saying the same things. It is what it is, but I'm happy to be back. Gonna try it again. Not even try again, but I'm just gonna keep going even if it takes me a long time. Um like it is taking me a long time now. Oh my god, I'm just seeing so many of my hairs like on my pillow and stuff. What the heck? That's the latest job. I don't think I ever showed you. I have an alpaca that I sleep with. Not going to share his name because I don't want to. But I also have another alpaca. I don't know why I have two. My best friend Juliet, she bought me this first for my birthday. I think maybe my 14th or 16th birthday. I can't remember. And he is ratty as heck now, but it's okay. The second one, I can't remember. I think Juliet bought me that as well, but years and years later. Anyway, just thought I'd show you. But yeah, no, so I obviously fell off. Shock. Um, but I have noticed recently in the last few weeks, I've been slowly doing things anyway. Like not with the purpose of fulfilling the week's tasks. It was more so because I felt it was good for me. So for example, I'm taking my glasses off. For example, writing in my pages. I don't do it all the time because on the days that I'm working, because I get up so early, I would rather sleep basically. But on my days off, I find that I'm using it a lot more now. Like that's the first thing I will do. And in terms of solo dates, like I'm not doing it on a weekly basis regularly enough, but I am finding that I have been doing solo dates still, if that makes sense. For example, I worked a double shift at my other job maybe like a week or so ago, and it got to the evening and I was like, oh, you know what? I just thought let's go cinema after. So took myself for food first and then went to the cinema and maybe fell asleep at the cinema, but it's okay. I watched the beginning and the ending, but I'm not sure how they got from the middle bit to the ending. That's the only thing. I watched Eternity. It was actually really good. But yeah, I kind of wish I watched the whole thing, but it's okay. I'll have to just watch it again. But yeah, so um yeah, that was one thing. I think I've said it on here. I really want to go to more lectures and things like that. So tried to make, especially Islamic lectures. So I've been trying to make like extra effort to find things. It's a bit awkward trying to find lectures because I'm always looking on like Eventbrite and things like that. Maybe I'm not looking on the right things or knowing where to look. But I managed to find a couple of things, and I've been to a couple. I went to one maybe a week or so ago now, and before that it was a couple of weeks before. Went to East London for the first time and like properly looked around Whitechapel and things like that. I never really went there. I was If I ever go to London, it's always going to Central. So it was nice, like change of pace, and it was also nice just to see Muslims that I'm not related to, because I think where I'm living is very, very much just my family, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have outside a little bit as well. Um, but yeah, so I went to a couple of lectures. One of them was on first one I went to. It was like literally next to East London Mosque, next to the Mariam Centre, and it was about Qadr, what's written by Allah. A lot of like tying your camel and reminding you like you can't just like put every single bit of faith in Allah. You need to do the actions too, otherwise you're not going to get what you want. Um, which I think was nice because it also ties in with what I did in my last video. I think I'm pretty sure I did talk about Qadr a little bit. Um, so yeah, that was nice, and I prayed Zohar and went to a cafe there. It was a really cute cafe actually. I'm gonna go again, but it was like a halal cafe like near the station that I was at. But yeah, so that was really cute. And then I went to another one last week or so, and again it was in East London, but it was at a different venue. and it was about Surah Yusuf, or Prophet Yusuf's story. Um, and it was just kind of like dissecting it verse by verse, and you had a person doing recitation, which was beautiful, and then it followed with translation at the same time, and then also the speaker himself was like kind of like sparse within it all, and he would give context and think about like, okay, how can we apply the lessons that we can learn from this story or this part of the story to our lives. Also, the things that he was teaching was about qadr and tying your camel too. They referenced that, and having true tawakkul in Allah. Not It wasn't really Prophet Yusuf that did it, but his dad did when he found out that his favorite son was killed. Obviously, he wasn't, but that's what he was led to believe. And what else? Just it was honestly really nice. The problem was I booked it without realizing I was working a Saturday shift at my job, and I had to start at 4 a.m. You can probably hear I'm very tired. I'm just... Oh, I didn't tell you what the date was. It is Friday the 26th of December, okay? So it was obviously Christmas yesterday. I wanted to record a video yesterday, but this week has been like crazy at my job. Like next level, to the point where yesterday I didn't go to my nan's like I would normally do, my nannies. I did something with with a group of my cousins, but I spent the evening at home. I didn't spend Christmas dinner with them. I just needed to relax in peace and quiet, watch a movie, eat a cheese board, and I honestly, I can't explain to you how overwhelmed I was. But anyway, what am I talking about? Oh, I was talking about work. So I need to start at 4, and because of that, I didn't want to be out for like a stupid amount of time. And it got to like 8:30, and they just finished like the charity portion of it all. Because like, I get it. Like, you're putting a group of Muslims together. Like, naturally, you should not promote, but like encourage people to donate or give them a chance to donate. They really like went in hard on it, and I don't respond well to stuff like that. Like when they're really like super passionate but like screaming down the microphone, I'm just like, bro, like I get it, trust me, I get it. But I personally, you're not convincing me anymore to donate if you're shouting down the thing or like trying to be like really, really like stuff for like, I don't mean it this way, but like manipulative. It's not the right word, but it's all I can think of right now. So anyway, because I just think like, show what you need to show, like the work that you're doing, and explain the context of it all. Show them like where our money would be going, and then say, okay, we've got these plans, different plans set up. Please make a note down of like what you want to donate if you are able to. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel so icky when people are like, they'll put their hands up and then everyone's like, round of applause for them. I'm just like, I think charity should be given modestly and privately. So put your options out, and then everyone had their own individual charity forms. So just make a note of what you want to give, and then give it to the people and be done with it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. The only reason why I'm saying this stuff is because I was a little bit annoyed that I couldn't stay for the entire like talk, because it got to 8:30 and that's when they just finished, and then I just thought they're gonna do the second half now, and I'd already been there for a couple of hours. I didn't want to be up till stupid late, so I thought let me be smart, and I'll go now. So it's fine. like, alhamdulillah, I had a good evening. I made a friend. It was cute. Um, but yeah, so it's just small things I'm trying to do for myself. In a couple of weeks, I booked to see another lecture, but it wasn't an Islamic one. It was about something really rogue. Not really rogue, but it was something relatively rogue. I don't know, something like quantum stuff or planets or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, other things that I've been keeping up with. My routine's a lot better. It's not the best right now. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like completely set in a routine yet, but I'm a lot more adjusted to my job. I think like I'm finding that I'm not exhausted by the time my weekend comes. So because of that, I'm like trying to make more time to do things. Also finding that your girl is becoming an early bird. Do you know how I feel about that? Because I loved being, I wasn't even a late night owl, a night owl, not a late night owl. I was never even a night owl. I hated being up still till stupid late, and I hated being up stupid early. Was. I just existed. My wake up time would be 10, 11, and the day would feel like it's all already over, basically. So that was the only thing that really was off-putting about my routine. However, now I think it mainly is because Fajr is around 6, half 6 at the moment. So I just get up after, I'll get up for Fajr, and I try to get up for Tahajjud, but I don't every day. But for Fajr, and I just like, oh, I might as well just stay up now. But also because of my job, I'm getting used to waking up earlier. So on the days off, unfortunately, I'm also getting up a little bit earlier. Might not be exactly like 4 a.m., which is when I would wake up. However, I will wake up at like maybe 7, maybe even earlier, but I'll make more effort to get up and get ready and be ready for the day, basically. So it's nice. Did I say I'm writing in pages? I think I said that already. It's nice, like, just to, you know, just to set my day right. Don't know. It seems to work, so I might as well just carry on with it. I'm just trying to think. There's been a lot that's happened in the last couple of months, and also nothing at the same time. But I went for Umrah, and I think that that's really helped me to shift my perspective, especially with the prayers that I make and how I make them, and shift like what it is that I want. And yeah, it was very much needed for myself. I think it was needed for my whole family, to be fair. So alhamdulillah, we went at the perfect time. But in my case, I just find that there was a lot that I was unsure about, or I kind of knew, but almost needed the reassurance. And one big reassurance for me was knowing that Allah was actually there, and knowing that He could see that I was trying, and like would and wants to help me do better, which is what I want to do. When I was over there, I remember speaking to my sisters and just saying like, oh, I've got this like thing that's been like weighing on my mind a little bit, and I've always been feeling guilty about it, and like I just don't know how to work around it because it's just really difficult to fit it in with the lifestyle that I had. And they were nice about it, but it was more so just I think I just wanted to vocalize it. But I also noticed, looking back now, I never actually prayed for that specific situation to be better, or for just a way out of it. Because in my mind I just thought there's no way of it happening, so it's just no point even praying it. Like, I didn't even comprehend it as being a dua. And I came back, and literally that week I ended up like in a situation where I came up with a solution myself. Like, it just came to me very quickly. I spoke about it to the people that needed to know, and lo and behold, problem was fixed. And it was like so easy and so immediate. And I didn't really register it until maybe a week or two later. And I just remember praying and I was just like, oh my God, wait a second. He didn't even know. Well, he did know because he knows everything. But because I've not prayed for it, he didn't know that that's something that I was asking for specifically. I wasn't asking for it. But he knew that it was something that I was struggling with, and he knew that I wanted to change that situation because it would bring me closer to him and better myself, and I'd just be much happier and much better off, right? Sorry, I know I'm shaking a lot. You're on my bed, so oopsies. But yeah, so, and then I was like, oh, like, you're giving me what I want without me even praying. Like, I didn't even pray for that, and you just gave it to me. And I just got this whole, like, I don't know, it was like a switch, like literally just a switch. And I was like, wow, like, you literally made anything possible. And it's such a small thing, I think, like in the grand scheme of things. Like, he's obviously done like bigger and like better things for other people, which I knew of. So I knew he was always there, but I just never felt my own connection to him, like, confirmed. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I just think he's always been there, but the fact that he sees that I am trying to do better, I think that's just very validating for me. And it was like, honestly, it felt great. So alhamdulillah, I'm not wasting that blessing. Let's put it that way. So yeah, that was just a reminder that my duas up until that point had been very limiting, which is kind of, again, going back to what we were talking about. I think we were talking about this in chapter 5 about when you limit the belief in yourself, you then limit the belief in God, your belief in God. Maybe chapter 4, I can't remember. But anyway, I just found that very like funny timing, because I obviously was aware that these were things that could be the case, but I didn't know that it was actually what I was doing. So now, I'm not gonna lie, my prayers are stupid delusional, because so what? Honestly, so what? I remember thinking like, oh, only if it's okay with you, like only if it's possible, or like if it's right or if it's wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was really like, I'm in RN, and then just saying like if, or like just not being confident in what I wanted. And now I'm like, do you know what? You know what I want. Give it to me. Find a way, please, of giving it to me. Like, why not just ask? Like, so what? So the heck what? So anyway, that was great. And alhamdulillah, I honestly had the best time. It was the highlight of my year for sure. And I have done a lot this year, which I'm happy I've done. And I feel like I have actually gone through quite a bit too, surprisingly. A lot of things that I was not expecting as well. But I'm grateful nonetheless. I definitely have learned a lot about myself. Dude, I literally sound like a 50-year-old smoker. In terms of creativity, nothing. Still, I have no interest in making music. Still listen to music, but I'm trying to be more conscious with the type of music that I'm listening to. I think that my taste in music isn't too crazy anyway. Like, yeah, I wouldn't say a lot of it's rude. So I think it's not too difficult, but I am just trying to be bit more conscious. Listening to a lot more Quran and watching a lot more lectures. I'm actually going to, there's a Light Upon Light conference in London. So I'm going there next Saturday with my sister, my cousin, and someone else. I haven't decided yet. Well, it's not that I haven't decided, but there's no one to take the ticket yet. So that will be fun. I've heard a lot of like mixed reviews about it, so I don't know how good it will be in terms of its organization. But the main thing is to go and obviously learn from the speakers. So I'm hoping that I can at least take away something good from that. And if I don't like it, I will not be going next year. It's my first time, so I figured I might as well just go just to try it out and form my own opinion, and then that's it. But yeah, so yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm good. So if I just quickly go back to my tasks for week 5. So I did the Virtue Trap quiz, which was my biggest lack in life is, my greatest joy in my life is, sorry. My longest time commitment is. So I filled those all out. That was quite interesting to see what my immediate reactions to stuff were. Does your life serve you or only others? Are you self-destructive? I answered those questions. I think they were meant to be hypothetical questions in the book, but I just thought, let me just answer it myself. 10 things that I would love to do, but I'm not allowed to. So I listed those. A wish list. I wish. And then I wish the most that, or I especially wish, something like that. I did that first task, which was the reason I can't really believe in a supportive dad. That's not what it says. The reason I can't really believe in a supportive God is that, and I think it was supposed to be 5 reasons, but I've got one, which was that I don't deserve it. So, and the next bit was literally, I put a question mark. So that, I don't know, I don't think that benefited me very much, but if I had faith or money, I could try, and then list 5 things. I'd have to do the 5 imaginary lives again. So this time around, I mean, most of it's the same, but I put midwife still, baker / content creator. I would love, my plan, inshallah, one day, is to, I want my own YouTube channel to just put like my own recipes and like just film cute, soft girly baking videos. One day, maybe not right now. There's just no, my family, I love them, but I just can't have a kitchen to myself, basically. The lighting's bad and like all of these things. I know it sounds like excuses, but I just feel like I know the type of content I want to make and it's not doable here. And I would just get really frustrated with the filming process. That it will put me off of it. So I'd rather save it until I at least have my own place, or if I'm married and moved out, or whatever it may be, right? So yeah. A forever student, so just seeking knowledge the whole time. It could be literally anything. I'd love to study philosophy more. I did it, I like touched on it in the first year of my degree, which had no relevance to music, but yeah, it was just trying to like create context around the time of music and things like that. So I learned about a lot of things. I learned about religious history, just general history, ethics, philosophy, obviously music, and a bunch of other bits as well. And that was really fun. Like it was nice to learn something that I genuinely had no proper inclination in. But although I've watched The Good Place, and that's very much like philosophy, moral and ethic heavy, but I like how they deliver it. I think they deliver it in a very it's not too intense and in your face. It's like kind of spoon fed to you as someone who, because I think most of the audience that would have watched that show are not very like knowledged up in the world of philosophy and ethics and morals. So yeah, anyway, forever student. Being a teacher, I do think I still would be a good teacher, but I obviously don't want to be one. Maybe a youth teacher or a teacher of older years. So I'm not really having to deal with bad behavior so much to the point where it will put me off of actually teaching. And then for my fifth one, I put photographer / videographer because I love taking photos and I love making videos. Don't do it enough, and it's because I get tired and I don't know, lazy, overwhelmed, whatever you may want to call it. But the point is, it doesn't get done. If I were 20 and I had money, and then listing all those things, they also said to start a Pinterest page and to keep like adding to it with stuff that you see in the week. I haven't been adding to it, but I did make a Pinterest page with a few bits from the challenge, from the tasks. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm very tired, so I might not actually recap chapter 6. Sorry, not in this video. But it was nice chatting to you. I am still around. Don't get me wrong. I check my YouTube all the time. I'm like, oh no, it's the numbers changing from like 5 weeks to 6 weeks to 7 weeks to 8 weeks. So I'm not making any promises. However, this is done. We can check that off. And I am generally on an improvement. It's like a steady increase, I would say, just generally in life and habits and all of the stuff that comes with. I will record a video. It won't be tomorrow because I'm busy tomorrow, but I will record a video and things will be done, and you will see another video when you see another video. For now, you may enjoy this, and hopefully I can try and find more lectures to visit and more people, like give myself more opportunities to meet people. I think my next task, apart from the actual Artist Way stuff, is to sign up to a class, like an actual creative class, so that I'm doing something creative. Oh, another thing that I came out of Umrah like very inspired to do was Islamic geometry, like what they have in mosques. I remember I had this like fixation on it at some point in school. I can't remember how old I was now. And I did a lot of like, I read through like the history of it all and did loads of like practicing my own stuff. And then I kind of just, well, my fixation went. And then coming back now, I'm like, oh, that would be quite nice to actually get into. And maybe that can fulfill my creativity hole that leaving music has left. And yeah, I listen to my songs still, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to Had I Known yesterday and I was just like, oh, like I did good, I'm not gonna lie. I was really happy with the songs that I've made. I am really happy with the songs that I made. And I'm very proud of myself with that one in particular because I produced that myself. It was quite a meaningful song for me as well. So yeah, anyway. I was reminiscing a little bit, but not to the point of like, oh, I miss it, I want to make music again. It was more of just like, oh, as cringe as it sounds, I was actually like, oh, I'm actually really proud of you. And like I really didn't care about what other people thought about my music, which I think is a good thing to have, because I don't make music, or I didn't make music just to tailor it to everyone, but I just found it cool that I was just doing me, and some people liked it, Some people didn't care, some people didn't like it. That's cool. And I didn't really care. And it was good stuff. Like, yeah, I was proud. I was proud. Had a little proud mom moment. Hopefully I can find that again. To be fair, I kind of had that a little bit when I got my new job. So I guess that's something too. I don't think I'm different in the way of like, I don't think I'm different in the way of now I care about everyone else's opinions. It's not the case at all. But it was more, I think it's just more the fact that if I really like committed to music or like really tried, I think I would have created I really think I would have created such good music. Or like I've obviously got lots of ideas. So actually putting them into fruition would have been so sick. Like so sick. And like actually being able to collaborate with people. I did collaborate with people, but it wasn't like, I wouldn't say it's everyone that I wanted to collaborate with. And like I remember I had this idea of wanting to do like a live performance or like a live version of my EP and just live versions of all my songs really. And then also had an idea of like reimagining them into different genres or just like doing different arrangements on them, having a live orchestra with it, or like having a choir of singers with it, and like things like that. And I just thought, if I had I actually gone through with pursuing music or just tried more or stayed in it, yeah, I think, not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to toot my own horn. I think I would have made quite good music. Yeah. I mean, considering I was doing a lot of it by myself, because your girl is cheap and broke, so asking other people to collaborate or engineer or, you know, produce on my song was a bit of an expensive task. But anyway, I'm tangenting. I'm going on a tangent now. So, point is, I do feel quite proud of myself. I know it was falling into haram, and I know that it was never going to work long term, especially because of the content that I was writing about. Like, writing about saying I'm in love with one person and like never going to be able to let go of him, and like just making all my songs about him basically. I don't think that's good for my mental. And I don't think, because I guess some artists, they probably would write about whoever and then detach. But I don't think I was bearing that in mind when I was writing these songs. So it was more of like a yearning for Zila, which I think was cute, but also it's a bit embarrassing. So we're going to ignore that for now. Another thing I think I'm improving on actually is mastering the art of detachment. And very much just like, if it's not meant for me, it's not gonna happen. If it's meant for me, it's gonna happen. Why am I stressing about it? Allah will bring it to me if it is what is meant for me. And yeah. Oh, another thing. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. Another thing, the Surah Yusuf lecture was reminding me about was that Allah tests you with the things that you love most, because Allah tested Prophet Yusuf's dad, or Prophet Yaqub, the with what he loved the most, which was his son, Prophet Yusuf. So when I heard that, I immediately just like thought about music. And I was just like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I was just like, okay, maybe this is just the battle that's meant for me. Very up and down. Again, I have no inclination and I have no desire to create anything. I have no regrets about taking any of my music down. And I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care. But it's just knowing that I created those things was really cool. And I think that I'm just appreciating that time for what it was basically now, rather than just trying to strike it off of like as like it was all haram. So that's a part of me that I always want to forget. I don't think that's very nice, because I think I was doing it with genuine intention, and I think at the time, obviously, to the best of what I understood of myself at the time too, and of love, my understanding of love as well at the time. So I was just trying to be myself, and yeah, that probably I know that that's not the version of myself I choose to align myself with now, but I don't think that means I should just forget about old Fazila and shame her. So yeah, I have a newfound sense of appreciation for myself, which is nice. And I don't mean to sound out myself, because that's really not my intention, but I just mean, I think obviously everyone is you're your own worst critic or harshest critic. It's a phrase, I'm sure it is. And I definitely am. But today I'm feeling like, you know what, Fazila, have a break. I'm not going to criticize you today. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep because I obviously sound tired and I definitely look tired. So I will be going to sleep. I need my beauty sleep. And you will hear from me / see from me when you hear from me / see from me. Until then, peace out. Goodbye.